Hey guys, and today Birmingham just got burst as they just lost all their money and now have to hand sign a section 114 notice of bankruptcy so that they have to pause all their other spending apart from mandatory spending such as spending on the vulnerable and the poor. And this is actually absolutely terrible because this makes so that Birmingham is officially broke and used to be the city of basic glorious, the city that I want to actually go to. Is now just a city of poor shit, and I actually believe there's actually a couple of reasons to it. And basically, this could just be taken over by the central government. It takes 21 days for them just to figure out a way in order to raise up the money before it just goes to the central government until the financial issues are resolved. And I believe it could just go to the central government, but I don't really know what's gonna actually happen. Hackney had its it's not even Birmingham, it's also Hackney, Suffolk, Woking and New Hampshire all had to file similar notices because they got bust, kind of like similar to Birmingham. Basically, this is Hackney, and in the 2000s they made a Labour-run administration, and they didn't have the funds to meet their spending commitments, and then they had a report that had been widespread mismanagement and inadequate accounting. So basically, there's a shit ton of mismanagement, and basically they were spending a lot of money and wasn't even giving a shit about it. So it's like as if you gave your credit card to your friend and you tell him just buy your groceries and that's it. And then your friend might just decide to just spend your card on 50 Lamborghinis, 5 Ferraris, 10 mansions, 10 prostitutes, I don't care. Like, he will spend it on whatever you want and just gives you a card with a shit ton of debt. You could sue him, of course, but like, Jesus Christ, the amount of debt that you have. So, managers were also accused of the true cost of services counsellors with one that is 5 million for rubbish collection contracts, ultimately costing double the amount. So basically, it cost 10 million to do the rubbish collection contract. The council agreed to try and save 4.5 million in a year and then 18 million in next year. So that's probably about 23.5 billion that they're trying to actually save altogether within the 2 years. No doubt, but nurseries were also closed because they ran out of money in order to fix the leak in the roof. Yeah, I know you, fam. You took a diarrhea in the fucking toilet upstairs. In return, the shit and the piss is actually leaking through the roofs, and now the children are drinking the piss from the fucking roof. And no double parks and garages and vehicles ran out of fuel, and one council tenant had a new bar fitted, but they told there wasn't enough money for any taps. So basically, he got a bathtub and probably a bucket to fill up all the water in, so that you could just dump it in the bathtub and hopefully have a hot bath like that. North Hampshire was the first one. Anyway, so North Hampshire was really the first one to actually declare a bankruptcy over 2 decades, and the Conservative Road Authority had a long pride in itself due to the way the previously low council tax and relative value for money, but it was actually funny taking the fact that there was actually a growing population in the city. Like, as if they had always go like, oh yeah, let's fuck and have so many children. Like, it's not like as if you're like, no, our people don't like to fuck around. Quite literally fucking around. And in return, they just decide to just not just take a shit into the increasing population of the cities. But it was actually a high-risk strategy to outsource the social care services instead of public buildings. Actually, it backfired. So basically, they were outsourcing it. So basically, I think people from other countries were just coming in and taking care of the people, and on top of them selling off public buildings. So basically, right, they were trying to make a lot of money now because they realized they were about to go bankrupt, and so they knew for a fact they're gonna go bankrupt. So they tried to do everything they can in order to not go bankrupt, but they just got bankrupt. It basically had a solid 70 million pounds, and after spending 53 million pounds, that was practically most of the money. So they had like a little, like around 20 million, I believe. 22, 23 million. Basically, this was all spent on a new building for its headquarters. Yeah, let me just take all the money that was supposed to help us financially stable, just spend on a new futuristic building. Yeah, we're fine. Like we're Mr. Beast. Like we take. And basically, this actually follows the Section 114 notice. Basically, this means major jobs and services were actually cut in 2021. The county council, several districts, and these was dissolved and reorganized. For example, the Winterhall Goodwalker, you know, where they let you go, like, take the elbow hand. We're just gonna help our murderer friend over here. Nice job for murdering that little kid, huh? We got a little character reference for you. Until people just go like, that's bullshit, and just backfire the Goodwalker. Like, I support the backfiring on the Goodwalker, not gonna lie, but like, I'm going kind of off track. But like, still though, like, that's actually another dissolved organization and preemptively trying to be reorganized into two authorities, North and West North Hampshire. So basically, they just split into two. Another level of slug, borough council. When I say cancer, fucking declared the bankruptcy in 2021 and discovering the 100 million pound gap in their financials. So basically, they just see the go like, where's my money? Where the fuck's my money? The auditing with the Grant Thornburg have up to 760 million pounds in debt. So practically they were fucked. Basically they had a new report, new announced chief. They basically Stephen Mayer just did poor leadership and poor control over the council stuff, and basically led to the shortfall of it. And basically, commissioners reported to run day to day for the operations in December. So basically, they were bringing outside counsel into the Slugborough Council so that they could make sure that it's financially stable, is they're not terribly stable. Thornburg is on the Thames in Essex, part of Section 114 in 2022. After declaring 469 million black hole in financials. So basically, their money was getting sucked up more faster than your mother's vacuum cleaner. And basically, this was raised far back since 2018 over the Conservative Authority, and basically extreme appetite on the financial risk. So basically, they didn't really give a shit and thought they were actually fine. But like Stephen Clark blamed the money up for most of the losses. So basically, the person who was trying to be basically the new council leader, the runner-up, was basically spending all this money, and everyone blamed it on him. And that being part from other local authorities just pay for the risky commercial investments, things like solar farms. I think like, solar farms are good, but like I don't think they're like a need, because like we already have electricity. But like it feels like as if that them just not knowing how to fucking spend their money is just absolutely terrible. Like just save your money and then just spend it right afterwards. Quite simple. Turns up he's making a high-risk decision with almost zero oversight, and he tries to silence many of his critics. So basically, he just go like, shut the fuck up, no one should know this, no one should fucking know this on them, and then she try to tell them to shut up. But like, but in 2020, the government commissions, they brought 2 years later to monitor the spending. They put in the social measures to ask central government for £662 million bailout after debts reach 1.5 billion. Jesus fucking Christ! Like, how does your bankruptcy go from a couple billion to like a billion? Like, if your bankruptcy goes to like a billion, I think like America has more. Like, United States of America. America debt. So basically, So this is basically 32.91 trillion. Basically, yeah, basically they were five. Jesus Christ, they didn't care. They wanted bombs. Look, they were like five. Look, these. Oh shit! I just realized that debt is like, bro, like USA doesn't give a shit about that. Debt? What's that? And then you just owe to the government, even though the government doesn't pay for itself. So we have Croydon over here that has a Southern London bubble was bust under causation in 2022, declared bankruptcy, 2 lists under was still under Labour. They also signed Section 114, came with the risk of the instruments, and overcame with led to $120 million government bailout. I feel like as if now it's just like every single city that goes into bankruptcy, they always have to ask the central government for some money because they know for a fact, all the cities should know for a fact this one thing. Right, that you're always gonna eventually ask the central government for money because you ain't gonna escape that out. Like I don't know a single damn city that escaped out of like a literal big plot hole like this and tried to get out by itself without the help of the central government. Like generally, and that happened like Is this Northumbria? The whole of Northumbria is just a woman's face. What the fuck? Look, this is Croydon. This is Northumbria. Fucking hell. Basically, they have been like catching in 2013. Because but they had to spend more on the per square foot than the shard of the new headquarter. Yeah. Northumbria, walking, fucking. What the fuck? So basically, you can just read this, but like, Jesus Christ, how long is this? I'll just say that, overall, what do I actually think on this situation? It all sounds similar, that they rack up a big, that they all rack up like a big debt, and they always blame on mismanagement, and they go like it's always financial. We always have the wrong accountant. We didn't knew about this. We never knew about this. And no, but they also spend it on risky investments that would also decrease the city's worth as the money that they actually have. So practically, it's based on basically people just spending too much money and people who are easily corrupted being corrupted and then spending all that money in corruption in order to just what the fuck they want, like I don't know, DJ Khaled, like they spend it on useless shit. So basically, overall, if you want to get out of financial bankruptcy, number one, raise literally loads of money somehow. Number two, do all these charities, all these fundraisers to raise the money enough in order to like spend it on the debt and just decrease the debt. And then three, they're already out and they're already fine. Simple. So yeah, that's basically the plan that you should do. Just do a fundraiser, do multiple fundraisers, and then eventually, boom, you are out of your debt, but without asking the central government for some extra millions that your average people won't actually give you, because do you think they're millionaires? Well, they're just living average as in live in shat houses. Speaking about that, multiple schools actually like 100 schools have been shut down because of the old building, because someone's just taking diarrheas in every single damn building, and everything that's so large, everybody's just crumbling the building. That's another mini news. Anyways, see ya.